Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. How you guys? Hope you're doing well. What's going on? Okay, so Prince Harry is facing isolation from the military. That's how he's feeling from the military community. Well, go figure. You do this. What do you expect? I think that's kind of a shock, shock to him. And with the award show looming, is what the article stated from GB News. It also stated he broke the, he broke the code, the military code, and broken protocol, talking about, treating life as just taking out chess pieces. Basically, I think really he's just the chess piece now that needs to be removed. That's how I feel about it. I'm sure that's how they feel about it. What else? Justice Fan Court so far is saying that the NGN news place is the successful party. Harry's the loser party, and he has to pay them. So he keeps racking up the bills. He had to pay $50,000 to look for more texts, and then the judge ordered $60,000 more for court cases. When he said he already looked for the text, but he couldn't find his emails, right? So they must see the loser coming, is what people are saying on X. Wow, they see him coming. Woo, cha-ching, cha-ching. And he's forced to pay 2/3 to the news group. And the trial starts January 25th. So yeah, he just wants to continue. Also, change.org is fudging the numbers on the multiple petitions now against Harry. So just FYI. Just vote anyways, and vote on the other ones too. The more the merrier. There's multiple now. It's not just me. And apparently those numbers are getting a little fudged. So just keep doing it. Keep going back and keep ticking. And also the trolls are on my channel too. So I want to mention the trolls. That is not me. You can just report them by clicking those 3 little dots that it is a troll account. Thank you so much. So there you go. Yeah, Harry the troll. He just, court cases is his only means of making money. So petulant. He's become so psychopathic and so full of himself. He really is just a drug-addled idiot. He's got nothing better to do. He's bored. So what does he got to do? He's just got to stir up shit because his shit is inside his head. And he needs to make his outside world match his internal shit show that's going on. So if everything's shit, then we're all shit. That's basically the borderline mind, okay? Because when they're bored, look out. They're going to stir up shit. That is Harry. That is why I say he is borderline. And he's the worst kind. He's not the internal lashing like Diana. She was the quiet. He is the loud, the petulant, the outward focus, the outward blame, more narcissistic than the quiet variety, who's more covert in their little behaviors. So there you have that. I'm really sick and tired of him. Really, really over him, as all of you are. Really no hope for him. I mean, you take someone with a low IQ, you put drugs on their brain, the fact that he's always been petulant and beating up his own security guards, and anyone who attempts to help him, managing his public persona, all that being a facade. We see you for who you are and we don't like you. I think he is more at risk at actually being in the UK now. I agree about the security, but no one wants to pay for it. And why should you support or pay for someone like him? Much less in the United States, for that matter, for Christ's sake. And I know I'm not willing to do it. And with the UK, there are no guns. So you know what? Someone can easily stab him. I wouldn't put it past someone being so enraged with him, even an ex-military guy, that he gets a sword in the side. And you know what? Nobody will really care at this point. People are so fed up with him. If he was to no longer be here, most people don't care. It almost would be a celebration in the street at this point. I have to say it. I mean, that's how angry people are on Twitter. Nobody cares if he lives or dies. That's basically what I get. That's the vibe in the room there, okay? Simply nobody cares. Whatever happens to him, okay, you did it to himself. And that's really where it stands. He's not going to self-correct. He's not going to self-soothe. His only means of self-soothing is lashing out and hurting other people. Because I'm hurt, I'm going to destroy you. Very scorched earth, which will just scorch earth on himself. He now plans on putting out a book on his father when his father dies. I mean, how much more scorched earth can you get? I mean, the guy really is so dim, you can't see through the clouds, his own clouds. Really no hope for him. So what am I going to read on? Jesus. He's not going to win this court case. Bottom line, it's not looking, he's already looking like the loser here, so he's going to continue to lose. So I'm speechless. And he wants to move to an island. Oh, let's go to an island. Oh, let's put out the island narrative again. Yeah, that's an empty threat, probably. Please do find an island. Just like a lot of these celebrities claiming they're leaving the country, you're doing the same game. Hello, game. We understand the game, so we're not necessarily biting into it and drinking it and expect it. I don't expect anything good coming from Harry or Meghan. So where is the energy today? Let's just get a general energy vibe, because there's so much negativity, so much bad juju. Where does he stand today? He's not going to, he knows it's getting awkward. It's getting close. I look forward to seeing if someone yells something out at him. He fully deserves any kind of comment slung his way. And you know what? People have said, I didn't want to sign the change.org because I don't want him back in the UK. Rest assured, I don't think they would even allow him to stay in the UK because he's too much work, too much to protect. Like I said, anyone can come along and stick a knife in his sword, in his side. He's just too much to handle, and nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. He needs to go someplace where people don't care about him, where they're not super angry with them. They don't have the emotional connection to the situation, and they could take it or leave it with him, and they just kind of like ignore him, which would remind me of what Kevin Bacon just said recently on social media. You know who he is. He's an actor, famous guy, very, very recognizable, but very likable by the public. He went into a disguise, and he wanted to see what it was like to be an average person. So they did this disguise, and he went out to an LA mall, the most popular outdoor mall, where there's tons of people, and nobody knew it was him. He said he got bumped into, ignored, and had to stand in lines, and he came out swinging, saying, I absolutely hated being an ordinary person. I like the fame. He likes that people treat him well. He likes that people like him. They buy him cocktails. I mean, I've heard stories through the years of how people will buy him drinks and people want to have a beer with them, and he's love bombed by the public. Harry's not going to get that. No way is he going to get that. So what do you do with that? He's going to be hate bombed. People are going to want to stick it to him, all right? So I don't think he's going to end up in the UK because it's not in his best interest. It's not in the family's best interest. And I think at that point they'd say, no, if we protect you, or if dear old dad decides to, it's not going to be here. It's got to be somewhere else, because it's really, it's too risky for him, to be quite frank. And I don't see him being able to go back there because of that. It's more dangerous anywhere in the world for him to be, I think, would be in his own home country, because he's so disliked. He's so hated. And all it takes is one unhinged male or female taking matters in their own hands, saying, well, if he's not going to take care of his son, I'll do it for him. You know, you never know. I wouldn't try. If I was him, I would be like, yeah, I don't think I'm safe there. You're right, Harry. You are not safe in the UK because you did it to yourself. And I wouldn't put it past someone taking you out, okay? So let's get some energy on the little prick, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty angry with him. I tried having empathy, but my empathy cup is just run dry, you guys. It's completely run dry. I think that the cup's completely empty and it's flipped over on its side. There's no hope. The no hope Harry. No hope Harry. How's Harry feeling? There is absolutely no hope for you, buddy. The no hope Harry. No hope Harry. Who likes to use suicidal ideation, drugs, threats, racism, any kind of card he can pull out to get his way. Violence, you name it. Here we go. He wants attention. He wants people to like him. I want the attention. I want a safety net. I want friendship, booze, alcohol, party celebration. Oh, here's that party prince. There's that party prince. It worked before. He wants to get back to that is what he wants. He wants to go back to being protected as just the cheeky, chappy, happy party prince who's just a normal bloke who wants to go out and party with the guys and chase women. Well, we know that was a false narrative. Really, he likes to chase both, male and women. And he's not a nice guy. He's actually in reverse. He's actually a loser. He's a loser with negative fuel. And he's a boozer. He's a boozer of negativity. But he wants to be seen as someone who's accomplished, and he has a support network, and he has everybody, and he doesn't care if he hurts you, and just heal the situation for me. Fix it and put it back the way it was. That's what Harry wants. What Harry wants, Harry gets. I don't care that I hurt you, but you're supposed to lick my wounds and fix this so I don't have ongoing issues and pretend that I'm famous, that I'm upbeat, I'm happy, I'm successful, and everybody loves me. Nope, that was a false narrative. Next position here. Please open the door and allow me back in. I am your child. I am the child of the crown. Ace of Cups upright. But unfortunately, they don't want him. Sorry, we cannot change this for you. It's not going to happen. There you go. I'm going to put that so you can see it. There you go. So we have here the Page of Wands in reverse. No one has excitement for him with that wand in reverse. With that wand in reverse, it's his egomaniacal, temperamental attitude coming out. Basically, he's lost his way. He's bored in life. He has this hero complex of Megan. Now he wants to be rescued, but no one's coming in. He's egomaniacal with very hot head, hot temper. It's his hot-tempered ways and his low-vibe, platonic, self-serving ways that keeps hurting people and always expects heal me, put me back in the friend group, and make me look successful. I want to be celebrated. I want to be celebrated with the family reunion with the Three of Cups. I need that honeymoon phase all over again so I can look like I'm getting attention, I'm doing it, and I've got all this accomplishment. He thinks court's going to do this for him too. He's going to keep doing it in order to the point where he thinks it's going to actually heal his broken heart, his platonic black heart, basically, with the Ace of Cups in reverse. He was basically an emotional bad seed. You know, he was a baby in the relationship with the family, but basically they're not interested in him. Also, where's your children, Harry? There's no interest in Harry in healing. You want back? Well, sorry, you can't. We're not interested. We're keeping the door closed. With that Page of Cups in reverse, he's bad news. He's nothing but bad news. He has a dark ego issues. He's lying, deceit, control freak of instability. Nobody's his friend. He's nothing but a bad message. So everybody knows he's emotional immature. He's got a flat personality, so he wears a social mask. He's very triggered and angry, and he'll always look for a way to implement his rage and anger. Nobody wants to be his friend. Nobody wants to be with him. He's a liar. He will never be honest. He's not dynamic. He's quite flat, quite boring. He has no true personality because he wears a social mask. He's not honest. He's not a fun person. He's a revengeful person. His travel interests are going in reverse. He's not going to be able to travel because no one's going to invite him. He needs those emotional doors to be open to heal him, to celebrate him, make him feel like a big boy, make him feel like he's like his brother and other people in the family, to be celebrated. But it's not going to happen. Everybody knows he's nothing but very bad news. So not going to happen. And then that is a page, the Page in reverse. He's basically so immature. People see him as a man-child. Pages are 0 to 12 in reverse. It's a severely arrested development, very petulant energy. Nobody's going to want to see him coming. He will not accelerate in life. All his plans are falling apart because of his emotional immaturity, because he's Mr. Angry. He's Mr. Volcano is what he is. I've often said he just looks like he needs to put a nose in his ring because smoke's about to come out of his ears. He looks like a raging bull with red hair, with a partial red hair. I mean, kind of like that, what is it? Friar's Tuck. He's like a Friar's Tuck raging bull. And he just needs that nose ring, truly. So nobody wants him. He is so angry. His anger is why a lot of people shut the door on him. That's why he wasn't able to keep relationships going. That's why no one would marry him. That's why his hookups would go so badly, that he would actually end up beating the women into pain, and that was ongoing issues that he had to heal and suppress and hide, and didn't care that he did it. He's a very jealous individual who has to watch his words. He's not going to recover. The doors are closed for recovery because he's such bad news. But he needs it badly. He wants this again. Please let me get the facade management, because I'm wearing a mask. Let's get the facade going again, because I'm in so much pain. You need to fix this for me, because I have no doors opening up. I'm really doing it for myself with this Ace of Cups. I'm totally self-serving, very platonic. It's really for my own benefit here to make me look good. But it's not going to, because you're nothing but a problem. Center of the deck. Keep the secrets for me, please. Yep, he wants to keep the secrets as the most idealistic person. He wants to be seen as that. Idealistic, keep all the secrets, please let me in. And then I can get acceptance. Then everyone will accept me. And then I can screw people too, because then I'm going to be seen as hot and sexy, and I can start new relationships. He needs that image, facade image, to make him look good so he can even get laid. And let's keep the secret about who I truly am. You know, with that high priestess, oh, I'll go on a new discovery now. If you just let me back in and make me look good, maybe I can heal with the high priestess. Maybe I can go into that higher position, become that idealistic person, which is a little uncertain if I can actually do it with the high priestess, and get the sex and get what I want, get some dates, career, start something passionate, hot and sexy, and I can blaze my own path, but just got to keep my secrets and make me look good. That's what he's been living with. That's why we keep seeing it. And it is Queen Elizabeth's fault. It is Philip's fault. It is their fault. It is Charles' fault. It is Diana's fault. He got his petulant anger and vindictiveness from Diana. Diana, too, was borderline, but she was the quiet variant. She did the same stuff, but she did it on a lower scale of just getting the media attention. She didn't take it this far. But she's been protected, too, by people worshiping her, not realizing she had that own petulance, but she didn't do it at such a severe degree. And this is where he got it from. There is that proclivity from the family DNA, and all it took was being the spare and being triggered by not being the top-notch one, getting all the support and love, was what's triggering to him. That's what did it to him. That's all it took to get that DNA to go off, and boom, he's just like her, but a worse degree, far worse degree, because it's an outward lashing, where she lashed inward through her bulimia and her eating disorders, her need to make Charles look bad and do everything to make him look bad, because she felt the abandonment since apparently allegedly entertainment purposes after she had Harry. He never touched Diana again, allegedly, is what they're saying. So he got that from her, and he's trying to relive his past and fix the situation by using Meghan and his mother. That's going back in time. If I can relive this pain through Meghan, I can heal this old wound, but it's not working, and it never will work. It's not going to open up that emotional door. He will always feel broken and shattered and shutting down, emotionally shutting down. So this is where he gets his narc amnesia, because he's so emotionally broken, then everything's platonic. He cannot start anything. He cannot focus. It is a mother wound with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups upright is mother. He's hoping he can heal his mother wound, but he can't. So with his mother wound, what did he do? He married Meghan, because he thought she can make it happen for me. So no, Harry, it's not going to happen for you. You're nothing but bad news. Nobody wants you. No one's excited for you. No one has fire. He doesn't have fire inside him. He's lazy. He's lazy. He can't do business. He doesn't like being active. He just likes to play video games. He's not adventurous. He doesn't have confidence. What he has is false confidence. False platonic confidence. I don't care if I hurt you, as long as it looks good. He's a very twisted soul. Very twisted soul. Going to the next position here. What have I done? Yep. So once they protect you, Harry, and they make it look good, now what have you done? Because you went on social media and you created wars, and no one's love bombing you. No one cares what you have to say. They just wish you'd go stalemate and shut the hell up with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So that's negative fuel. At this point in time, he's getting negative fuel, and he knows that he's doing it, and he's weeping and crying, and he's destroying himself. It is when he feels the worst case scenario, what do? they start going. They start flapping the jaws and they go on a smear campaign. Eight of Wands in reverse is very much a smear campaign. So he's going on a smear campaigns so he can make other people cry. And he's going to implement it. It's like a business for him. And he gets off on, he thinks that's the most idealistic way to be. As long as I can keep my secrets, I can take you out. So really, it's because he's feeling shame over who he is here. Yep, and this is why he mounts legal battles. And no one's agreeing. Everyone's like, oh, go screw yourself, Harry. Really, another one? So they're not loving what he's doing, and he thinks he's right. He thinks he's right. He's morally, this is what he deserves. He thinks, well, yeah, it's a cause and effect. I can get what I want, and I'll win in court. And I'll keep all my secrets and just blaze this new court path. I don't care if the public doesn't like it and they're crying foul against me. He doesn't care. He thinks it's his right. To the point where he's completely inconsiderate and he simply doesn't care. Back to not caring about the love bombing, the hate bombing. He doesn't care as long as he's getting some attention. That's all he cares. I don't care if I hurt you. I could care less because I'm so shut down. I'm such bad news. It doesn't matter who I am. As long as I can win some court cases and I can lie and keep my secrets and be this inconsiderate bloke, asshole, who's being rejected. As long as I'm rejected and I got this abandonment because people are rejecting me, I'm going to keep doing this. And I don't care if it's negative fuel and I'm weeping and crying and making people distressed. I don't care. He doesn't care. Now he wants an apology. He still wants his apology. Can you imagine that? With the Eight of Cups in reverse. Well, I want people to be interested in me and give me the apology. Sorry. He thinks he can go back at any time too. I can leave and I can go back at any time. Because I'll tell them I'm keeping secrets about them and I can blaze these paths and I can do something that you're not going to like and I can put it out there and it'll be cause and effect of you not taking me back. He knows he screwed up. He had a shallow adventure and he wants to go back and they won't allow it. So this is why he does what he does. If you don't take me back and you don't give me money and you don't offer me help and you don't have a transactional relationship with me, then I can mount more legal battles. He doesn't care. He simply doesn't care. He will lie because it's an 8 in reverse. So the 8 in reverse is fraudulent. The 8 in reverse is negative manifestation. 8 in reverse is almost like a magician in reverse, which is complete, total, utter manipulation. And no one wants to have exchanges with him. So this is like the Archwell is going to tank. He's going to lie about the taxes on that. He's going to say, well, I'm going to walk away from paying what I have to pay too. He doesn't want to pay. Well, maybe they can, they'll accept whatever I offer. He has to accept the fact that he has to do one-sided giving. And he wants to walk away, but he can't. Sorry, it's one-sided giving. Now you need to pay the court $60,000. Even though you want to lie and say you already paid for the finding of your emails. More money, you're going to have to keep giving. As long as you do this, you can't, renewed interest. He has a constant renewed interest, and even if it's going to cost him, because it's giving him negative fuel. Because he can't have positive fuel. He can't have the support. So this is cause and effect of being ignored, having the door shut and nobody opening up because he's nothing but a pain in the ass. And he keeps causing triangulation and constant pain and suffering of others because he's nothing but bad news. And he is that inconsiderate bloke who will say, if I can't win, I'll off myself. Or I'm a dangerous person that's willing to kill. I'll hurt someone if I can't win. If you tell me no, and you put out this negative and you make me cry, I can do myself in. Because that would just be cause and effect. Back to suicidal ideation, threats, claiming he's going to do himself in. And that would be the cause and effect if you don't take me and take me back and give me what I want. It's all one-sided giving with Harry. He has nothing to offer anybody. He's quite the loser. Complete, utter loser. And then we have here the Eight of Swords in reverse. Everyone wants out of a relationship from Harry. Nobody wants to be involved with him. And he doesn't want to be locked up too. How dare you put me in prison? I will not do prison. I'll be set free. I will not do prison. Eight of Swords upright is prison of the mind or literal physical. He doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to get locked up. Nope. This is why he wants back in too. He does not want to be locked up. He knows he's in trouble. And he's wounded. And he's ready to give up on that. He cannot persevere anymore. He knows he cannot persevere locked up in prison. Nope, you're not going to do that. I'm going to be free. That will not manifest. We are not going to allow that to happen. So we're going to manipulate that. If I give up the court case, but you got to take me back. He's got these conditions of keeping his secrets, accepting him back, correcting his image, give him back that Joker bloke, happy-go-lucky Harry image facade that he had before, but it's impossible. This is how deluded and sick and psychotic he is. That he actually thinks in his mind that it can be, that it's achievable. That's how twisted he is. Everybody wants out from him. Nobody wants him. And he's going to say, well, I had to get out because I couldn't handle it anymore. I was too wounded. And now he has to face his wounds here. Well, now I don't want to be locked up in the family. That was a mental cage for me. So I got my freedom, but now I got to give up my freedom now because I can't handle it. Yeah, he's a real twisted soul, you guys. He's a manipulator with the 8 in reverse, unfulfilled with that in reverse, and it's an ongoing issue. It's coming to a negative completion. Yep, he's stuck with being miserable. The sun in reverse. So he's a miserable bloke who will never heal. He'll always be sick. He's going to have to stay in the shadows. He's stuck staying in the shadows. This is back to what I always get. He's stuck staying in the shadows, and that is not something he wants. He wants this. Everybody to love me. He wants that cheeky, chappy, hairy image back. It's not going to happen. So he's that dark person to avoid with the sun in reverse. A very rocky, sick person who everyone's telling him, no, we don't want you. We won't be needing you. He cannot renew his energy. He cannot glow up. He cannot glow up and get that. He's in reverse. This is also a child wound because usually on the sun card, you'll see the child on a horse, which is like that inner child. His inner child has lost all playfulness. There is no happiness and profound joy in his life. He's stuck being in that miserable, what I said, the bull with the ring in his nose and smoke coming out of his ears. He's stuck with that image. He's out in the cold. There is no harmony with the 6 in reverse, with the 6 of swords in reverse. Yep, and we have the crows here flying off. There is no wisdom in him. He's not learning from his problems. He didn't learn anything from leaving. He thought he'd be happy leaving, but he's a miserable bloke who uses social media to out other people, but he's outing himself. He's nothing but an Ace of Pentacles in Ace of Pentacles upright. So he wants money. Yep, he knows he has to pay money. He's looking for contracts. He's looking for acceptance. Take me back. Make me look like the good apple in the family. A good happy seed. He wants to not be a disappointment. He wants to look successful. But he's the unsuccessful party. And he's stuck. He wants to be seen successful. And he's going to calculate it. He's going to calculate and plan it. But it's a strategy because it's an Ace of Swords. He has an awareness that he's going after money, opportunities and money. And that's big. Lawsuits are his game now. This is his occupation and he is stuck with it. And he knows he has to just strategize yet another one. I'll just strategize another one. You're sick, Harry. You're very sick, Harry. So he will accept the award. That's going to be the Tillman Award. He's going to go take it, which created a huge conflict. He's going to take it. That was underneath it. You're going down the wrong path. No loyalty. No one wants him. He's not loyal to the military. He's going to take it. And then people are going to look at him as just bad news. He's gone down the wrong way. He's a loser. Why is he taking this? He has no future. His future's tanking. He's nothing but negative news. He's going to feel very isolated and alone. Yeah, he's going to take it, but it's not going to give him any pleasure because that pentacle's in reverse. So, with that pentacle in reverse, no one's going to like him. No one cares about him. Sorry, I don't really like you. You're not one of us. So this goes back to that article stating that he feels isolated from the military community. He is isolated from the military community. So it's all coming to a crash and burn. He's not going to be able to keep doing it. He's falling apart. The wheels are falling off. The chariot in reverse. He knows that he should not do it. He knows he should stop and say, nope, I'm not going to do this. So with the chariot in reverse, he's basically, it's the end of the road. He's losing the battle of support and looking good. It's not going to happen. It's negative splitting, black and white shifts, to the point where his health is going to struggle horribly. He's going to mentally fall apart after he accepts it. He's going to crash and burn. He's going to think he can regroup, re-rest, and tend to his health, and think that he can maybe come back and go back to battle, because it's a battle card of revenge. The revenge is coming to an end for him. It will come to an end. I know it doesn't seem like it. And it's coming to an end, and he actually knows it. He's got some awareness that it's all coming to an end. His trader days are coming to an end, and he now knows that he should hold back. He should hold back with the Hangman, but I see him accepting it. He knows, though, he shouldn't. He really knows he should not do it. But he's too much of an idiot. So there we go. King of Pentacles upright. He wants to fill his money bank account, think he can get some opportunities, which is a challenge. I don't think I could do it even if I did, but maybe, hopefully, the world will see me differently. The world will view me as Harry's a good guy, and I got this award, but it's the wrong move, and I really shouldn't do it, but maybe the world will see me differently with this Hangman, thinking, wow, he must be not that bad if he got this award. Yeah, he's got some struggles here and some mental struggles, but he can't be that bad. And look, he's got this award. Maybe now he can see himself as being respected, and it's a war. It's a war against his father, is what it is. He's warring against Charles, and it's going to be an ongoing war. Really, the war is in his mind, and he's trying to keep that a secret, because this is his way of getting acceptance, is by going to war against his father. That's why he wanted to blow up his father, which he said in spare. That's why he still wants to go scorched earth on him now, because he's always going to be at war with his father, and they kept the secret, and they wanted to make him look good. They kept that secret. But Two of Cups in reverse. No one's interested in him. So this is why he's going to write a book. And Megan here is not interested either. And she doesn't care either. So really, he painted himself in a corner here. A really bad corner. It's just not going to end well for him, you guys. It really isn't. He's so burdened himself and other people, no one's willing to help him, even to his death. So really, he's getting in his own way, to the point where if he dies, he's just going to die the victim martyr in death. It's the victim martyr to death. The war is to death for Harry. I don't see him surviving this. I know I keep rattling on about this. I see it impossible for him to survive this, because no one's going to run to rescue him at this point. Nobody. He's gotten to a point. He's so hated. Who's going to come? Who's going to care enough to coddle a man-child with his fury, his rage, his vindictiveness, his ongoing issues? Who's going to want to coddle that? I mean, put a diaper on the guy and give him a binky. Who's going to want to take care of him, wipe his ass? Basically, you got a child on your hands. Who's going to want to keep doing that for infinity? Not likely. He's burdened himself. He's burdened others. He's definitely going to play victim with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands is, there is no reconciliation. Without reconciliation, he's dead. By his own hand, or someone else's, or Megan helping him, or I'm just going to take a bunch of drugs and I don't care because I'm so unstable. I'll just take myself out. Okay, you won't do that for me. You won't help me. You won't bring me in. You won't. Well, okay, I guess this is it. Okay, Harry, do it. Nobody cares. Then the family, he wants the family tree. Family tree is saying no. He's looking at his resources and he's very envious. And this here, Seven of Pentacles, is the juice worth the squeeze? Family's like, no, he's not, you know. Is he worth building with or being a teammate player with? No. He wants to be a working royal. Take me back so I can grow and make me look good. And I'm envious, and I'm not committed, nor am I attached to my current environment, which is the United States. So this whole thing about the Pat Tillman and trying to take the Pat Tillman, he's not even connected to the environment. And everyone's wondering, well, is he even worth working with to even give it to him? Not really. He's greedy. He's greedy. He's accepting it so that he can think that he can grow and that people will work with him, but it's not going to happen. It's unfulfilling. It's a cheating win. and there is no cornucopia in a so-called war, in a so-called award, and then putting them all lined up on a shelf, thinking he's a good boy. Look at all these trophies I got. Everyone's going to want to work with me because I got all these trophies on a shelf. Not really. It's like hoarding awards, thinking it's going to expand you, and thinking that people are going to think that you're a viable option to have as a teammate player, and that you're successful and everyone will celebrate you, not just tolerate you. Sorry. People are going to look at him and say, is he worth it? The answer is going to be no. See, he's thinking, yeah, I can get myself a new lover too, because Megan's getting a new lover. Maybe I can get a new lover if I do this. This is why he's going to try and accept it. New lover. New lover. And then I can control and get some more money out of that. He knows Megan did that to him too. He knew that Megan's relationship with him was all about control, money, drugs, alcohol, triangulated life with cheating, infidelity, anything flies. It's sexual orientation. Doesn't matter. You screw who you want to screw. I screw who I want to screw. We can screw. We don't care who we screw. Just go get screwed. Do your drugs while you're doing it too. I don't care. That's really what the marriage is about. And he knows it. It's an addiction to self-sabotage. The two of them are devils together. They're very dark together. And people know that anyone who connects with Meghan and Harry is going to get this. Control freaks. Control freaks who have nothing but desires and a perpetual lack of confidence, trying to get their own way. And you better be very careful if you hook up with Meghan and Harry, because you're going to get markled. You're going to get harried. You're going to get harried or markled if you connect with them. That's why everyone's like, yeah, stay away from that pair. Where are your kids? That's why celebrities are like, where the hell are your kids? Did you even have any, Harry? Do you even have the ability? Because you're pretty wimpy here. Are you even capable of seducing a woman to the point of pregnancy? I don't know. It's such an ongoing war against his image of looking like he's got it all. He doesn't have it all. He'll never have it all. He's dust. He's absolutely dust. And then Meghan thinks, you know, if I can get him probably stay on drugs and alcohol or whatever substances, get control over him, because then I can look like the good one here who found my place. Her place, she thinks she found her place in controlling Harry by being his mommy. By being the replacement mommy and keep him loaded and high on drugs, I found my place. And then I can look like the pure mother, the Mother Earth. I am his mother now. I'm surprised she hasn't put on a blonde wig and try to look like Diana. Maybe she'll put on some blonde hair extensions, and maybe she should cut her hair short. She should go real short and bleach her hair blonde. And she'll never get back in the family. And she doesn't have that money. She thought he had 300 million. He had 30 million. She thought that she would be married into like success for generations to come, but she was wrong. She spent it all, and she shattered what she had and what she was given. And she thought, well, I thought that I could get what I wanted by, if I controlled them and control everyone, I can control the family. Well, she found out wrong. And so now she sits alone with shattered families everywhere around her. So it's just the way it is, Meghan. It's just the way you roll. Just the way you roll. And she is a criminal. She should go to prison with the world card in reverse, which is the criminal position. It's an ongoing issue of a hamster wheel of problems. Lack of self-awareness is coming to a very negative end. There is absolutely no satisfaction, no success, complete failure. She will not find her purpose, and it's coming to the end of the journey in a very negative way. She has this attitude, the world owes me. She has contempt for the world, and she has absolutely no redemption. She's going to claim victim. He's going to claim victim. Life is a mess, and she doesn't fit in. This is why Harry is not safe in the UK. Neither is Meghan, because where's your children, Meghan? Yeah, you're not nurturing love. You're just nurturing drugs, alcohol. Do what you want sexually. I don't care, as long as I got my place here looking good. Yep, so she's a criminal. Both of them are criminals, and they actually got duper's delight from it. It was her wish fulfillment was to commit crimes. Yeah, they've done all kinds of stuff, probably money laundering, drug visa problems, taking money from Archwell, tax fraud, stealing money, blood diamonds, taking money from Charles, pregnancy money when she wasn't pregnant, the millions he gave her for a wardrobe, which she didn't spend on it. She used designer freebies, and then she went on Megan's Mirror, tried hawking and merching, and she got off on it. And she thought, wow, I could do this forever. I could commit the crime forever because the world owes me. And it is my wish fulfillment. I will break as many laws as I want and get what I want if I feel like it. Because I can't birth what I want for myself. I'm not that kind of person. I cannot nurture it. I am not a divine feminine who can do it myself. That's that feminist who claims that she's a feminist, but she uses everyone else to get the money and get the lifestyle, but she's not capable. So it's back to everything we know, you guys. It's all right here. And that's kind of it in a nutshell. It's just not going to go well. It really isn't. These two criminals enjoy it. They really get off on it. That's their wish fulfillment. Just go commit some crime. Crime is our game. And then they think, yes, everyone can celebrate us. Everyone will think that we're successful and welcome us. Yeah, that's what they need in order to commit crimes. They need to be welcomed in. They need to be celebrated. They need to be accepted in order to commit crimes and get the duper's delight. That's what's needed. Another reason why they want in, because they need that in order to put out bad news, to build themselves up, commit crime, and get off on it. That's really what it says. Yep, I need to get back in. I'm going to commit crimes and put out negative stuff. So basically, it's like being the mole in the family. And then they could leak out negative news stories in order to build themselves up. They're so negative, they have to take down others through crime and whatever means necessary so they can feel stable. That is very toxic. That's because they cannot lick their own wounds. They cannot look at themselves. They cannot have that self-identity to look at it and apologize. They will not do it. They will not do it. But they'll do crimes and negative behavior with the Page of Cups in reverse, and then they can just say, well, I'm just immature. Well, I just haven't had my needs met. I'm just a victim here. I'm a victim of the world that owes me. You're supposed to elevate me and give me security and safety and get me off on it because I'm just immature. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So it's back to the whole victimology, the whole, everything we've been seeing. It's just, it is what it is. Next cards down. Let's just keep doing this. They're not welcome. You'll never be welcomed. You're not welcome because the lies are coming out. Nope. And you were given loyalty with the Six of Cups, but now there's no harmony with the lies, and you've been fully exposed. An apology won't help. Seven of Swords in reverse is accepting an apology and getting back in. Well, yeah, you can apologize all you want, but you're still not getting back in with the Six of Cups in reverse. You're still in estrangement. You can claim bitter childhood vibes all you want. You lost touch and you're unhappy home. Not having you, because we know what you are. You're the snakes in the grass who barely put in effort. You take what's not yours. You claim the wins, and then you leave and you lie and you deceive and you wear a social mask. Well, your mask has been ripped off. The family's not interested. You're not allowed back in. See, he should not go back in. It really is a risk of him getting sorted by someone in the street. He's so hated, the UK doesn't want him back because he's going to mount. He's the problem child who plans his future to make more problems. So this is why he's going to do another book. Well, I'll make my plans. I'll spy on you. I'll mount more legal battles, and I will plan my future to do more because you're not taking me back, and all my lies are being exposed now. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to take revenge on you, dear old dad. Now I'm going to expose you. I have some secrets about you that I'm going to put into a book. And then the world will be my oyster, is what he's thinking. But most of that will be lies, because he's not even in the home to get stuff. And she'll help calculate it. She would gladly help with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Complete cruelty, ice-cold queen. Thinking that she's going to do the shrewd thing, but her heart's in the wrong place. She's absolutely malicious. And it will be unfair. It'll be built on lies and cruelty. And basically, she's terrifying. She's terrifying to be around. And she will not make the money. I think she realizes at this point there's no money to be made doing this. This is another reason why I think she knows she needs to pull away from him. She knows she should cut out. The Queen of Swords cuts out, she executes, she gets out. She gets out if there's no money in it. It's a bad luck for her. So now I got to figure out where I'm going to go next, because this bad karma doesn't serve me. So I need to cut out of this karma. She needs to cut out of this karma. So she's ready to get out. He wants to try and get her back in the UK on his demands, but it's not going to work. He also feels like he needs to escape his mommy too. So the moon bump diaries is going to come out. The secret's going to come out about the moon bump and how they acted like that they made it themselves, and that they were royal babies. I feel that's the royal babies with the Lion of Peace, that they were a high integrity, character, and strength, but it was all built on lies. The moon bump's going to come out. And they did it for their own, to make them feel like they were, at peace. But really they weren't. It was manipulation. It was toxicity. It was facade management with the moon bump. And it never did occur. It just never, she was never pregnant. And basically we have here, they're going to keep lying, keep calculating, keep doing what they do, keep doing the psychopathic traits. And they'll keep trying to manifest it, thinking that they can get what they want. They're going to lawyer up too. They're going to lawyer up, and so the lawyers are basically manifesting the truth. But he thinks he can manifest whatever he wants with lawyers. I can get whatever I want if I have lawyers and I pay them. But they're running out of money. They're running out of money, they're running out of peace, and too much is coming out. So, yeah, it's screwed all the way around. Let's keep going. And acceptance. Yes, they're looking for acceptance from the lawyer. And Harry's very lonely manufacturing all of this. And he has to put on his acting cap too. He has to put on his acting cap in communication to the lawyers, but he's feeling very isolated. Just like he knows he's gone down the wrong road and he's feeling isolated and he's having this mental collapse going on right here. And he's hoping the world will see him differently with yet another award to put on a stupid shelf and make him look like he's a glorified individual of himself, that he can power up in his life. If I use lawyers, I can power up in my life and I can feel like I'm a professional here. But really, I'm just a sorry bloke who basically is seeking enlightenment, and he's going to have to hide himself. Well, my lawyers will do this for me. Yep, you're a loser, Harry. And basically, he's thinking he can get all the truths coming out, but they're all gaslighting lies. And that he can create change for himself. So, yep, he thinks lawyer up, put out some truths that are lies, my truth, not the truth, but my truth. I'm putting on my acting cap while I'm doing it, telling the lawyers, take them down, build me up, let's shed my old skin, my old self, but it's all lies. He thinks he can change the narrative by doing more and more and more and more lawsuits. He really, really thinks he can do that. That's what's so pathetic here. He really thinks he can keep throwing spaghetti at the wall with law, and it's gonna go in his favor, but it's not. All right, you guys, I think that's enough. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.